Welcome back to my channel. So here in this video, let us try to know about the introduction to rational numbers, and also I will give a brief explanation about the properties generally we will observe for the numbers. Okay, now here, before going to know about the rational numbers, we have different number systems and we have studied about those in our previous levels. Can you recall the number systems? Yes, they are set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers, and set of integers. Okay, so once observe briefly about these systems. So generally, for the purpose of counting, we use these natural numbers, and these are starts with 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. In this, the least value is 1 and the greatest of the maximum value is not defined. It is not predictable. Okay, in case of whole numbers, when I add 0 to the set of natural numbers, it gives the completeness. So the set of those numbers is called as set of whole numbers. Okay, along with these natural numbers, we have to include 0 to these so as to get a new system. That system is known as whole numbers. Okay, now coming to integers. In integers we have positive values and negative values, including 0, isn't it? So actually, if you notice, 0 to plus infinity, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, these are all taken from set of whole numbers only. Apart from this, we have included minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, that is minus infinite to this system, so as to get a new system is not considered as, is known as set of integers, isn't it? So we have studied about these systems. Now we came through a new system, that is rational numbers. Okay, so generally we use the letter Q in order to denote the set of rational numbers. Okay, I will give why we have to consider Q, why not R. First of all, let us observe the nature of the rational numbers. In general, the numbers which are in the form of fraction, the numbers which are in the form of fraction are considered as rational numbers. Simply, in simple words, you can say the number which is in the form of a fraction is a rational number. Okay, so for that fraction we are giving a form, that is, this is considered as if a number in the form of fraction, that I am giving a form, that is p by q or a by b, whatever it may be. But remember these conditions. What is the denominator here? Q is the denominator. This must be not equals to 0. Q value must be not equals to 0. Why? Because division with 0 is not defined. Okay, now what about this p and q? These p, q are taken from you can read this symbol as belongs to, or you can consider in this manner also. PQ are integers. From where? From which system? From which set we have to consider PQ? Those are taken from the set of integers. Means either they are positive or negative. Is it clear? So this is the general definition you can give to define the set of rational numbers. What are they? The numbers which are in the form of P by Q. If a number is in the form of P by Q, and remember these two conditions are very important, where Q not equals to 0 and PQ are integers, then it is called as a rational. Then it is called as a rational. Okay, and initially we have discussed the set of the set of rational numbers denoted with the letter Q. Why? Because these rational numbers are also called as quotient numbers. That's why we have to use Q to denote this system. Why? Because after the set of rational numbers, you have to study about set of real numbers, isn't it? The set of rational numbers, and after you have irrational numbers together, rational and irrational together, we call that set as set of real numbers. Even the word real starts with R. For that we have to denote the set with capital R. That's why you will get a confusion. Here this is starts with R and here it starts with R. So that's why the set of rational numbers, they have another name, quotient numbers. That's why the set represented with letter Q. Okay, so this is about the introduction, that is in the sense the definition of rational numbers. Okay, now observe this. The set of natural numbers consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, and here whole numbers consists of, along with this 0 is included, and observe this Z, along with the set of whole numbers negative values are added. Now how this set will be written in the form of a set? We cannot list the elements of this set in this form. That's why we have given all the numbers which are in the form of P by Q. If you identify any number in the form of P by Q, then immediately you have to keep that number in this system, that value in this system. Okay, now let us concentrate on my question. One student stated that all integers are rational numbers. This is given by one student. This statement is given by one student. All integers are rational numbers. Now I need answer from you whether the statement is true or false. Observe this statement keenly, and after that you have to get a conclusion. Based on that you have to say whether it is true or false. Okay, now the statement all integers are rational numbers. After knowing about the definition, a rational number should be in the form of p by q. If I observe the set of integers, any integer in the form of p by q, any integer either a positive or negative or even 0, any integer is in the form of p by q, it seems to be no. So that you might have feel the statement is false, but the statement is true here. Why the statement is true? Though we feel no integer in the form of p by q, but the teacher is agreeing with this statement, all integers are rational numbers, because I will take one example. 4, it is a positive value. It seems to be not in the form of p by q, but I will make this 4 as p by q form by taking 1 as denominator. 4 is same as 4 by 1, or even we can write the equivalent fractions for this. 4 is same as 8 by 2, it is same as 12 by 3, and it is same as 400 by 100, and it is same as 800 by 200, and it is same as, how can you do this? 4 crores, isn't it? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores. 4 crores divided by 1 crore. All these will give, all these fractions will give the simplest form as 4. That's why 4 is a rational number. Do you agree? Do you agree with this statement now? 4 can be expressed as 4 by 1 or 8 by 2 or 12 by 3 or 400 by 100. Infinite ways we can express. Okay, that's why it is in the form of p by q. That's why 4 is a rational number. Now it is a rational number. Now consider one negative. Negative I am taking -9. You have studied about the division of integers, isn't it? Though you have the numerator as negative or the denominator as negative, the fraction value is negative only. If any one of either numerator or denominator is negative, then the fraction value is negative. Okay, so you can apply the same thing. -9 we can write it as -9 by 1 or 18 by -2 or 27 by 3, -27 by 3. 3 nines are 27. Or else we can write -9,000 by 1,000. So even you can generate infinite fractions, those are all equivalent, so that even in this case it is rational only. Now what about 0? We know 0 is neither positive nor negative. You have to remember that. If anyone asks 0 whether it is a positive or negative, immediately you have to say 0 is neither positive nor negative. Then how can you convey for 0? 0, even it is same as 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 10. Don't cancel this 0 and 0. Okay. 0 by 1000, 0 by n. N in the sense any, either positive or negative. Sometimes you can write 0 by minus 10. Also 0 by n value is always equals to 0. Okay, if you divide 0 with any value, either positive or negative, it always 0. Okay, and don't write 1 as 0 by 0, 0 0 gets cancelled 1. Here it is division with 0 is not possible, so that's why 0 by 0 is undefined. Remember this, not defined or undefined. Division with 0 is not defined. If you have 0 in the denominator, the fraction value is undefined, not defined. That's why in the definition I have taken, I have given the information q value not equals to 0. Okay, so even in this case it is rational. So we have observed, we have taken one positive, one negative, and neither positive nor negative, that is 0. So in all these cases, every integer is represented as rational. That's why the statement is true. All integers are rational numbers. Okay, so in this way you can give some more statements like all natural numbers are rational numbers. All whole numbers are rational numbers. Okay, but converse of these statements, see, all the statements are true only, but the converse of these above statements need not be true. What do you mean by converse? Converse in the sense you can consider the reverse. All rational numbers are whole, all rational numbers are natural, all rational numbers are integers. So those statements are need not be true, means they may or may not be true. For some cases the statement is true, for some values the statement is true, but for some values the statement is not true, that is false. Okay, so if I consider the converse of these statements, those statements are need not be true. Don't say the statements are false, those statements are need not be true. Okay, for example, I will take the converse statement for this first statement, and we can convey the same for the next two also. All rational numbers are integers. This is the statement, all rational numbers are integers. Okay, for this we have to give the counter example why the statement is always not true. Okay, for example, if I take the fraction 4 by 3, you have studied about fractions and decimals in the previous class. In that we have different types of fractions: proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, even decimal fraction, decimals, isn't it? So all those we can observe in the form of p by q. That's why they simply consider as rational numbers. Now can you identify this 4 by 3 in the set of integers? 4 by 3 will not be observed. 4 by 3 will not be observed in the set of integers, isn't it? Though it is positive plus symbol, which is not observed in the set of integers. For example, if I have taken 4 by 4, this you can observe in the set of integers. 4 by 4, what is the value of 4 by 4? Yes, it is 1. That's why for some values the statement is true, but for some values the statement is false. That's why this statement, all rational numbers are integers, need not be true. Okay, so you can give the counter examples as fractions, either positive fractions or negative fractions. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this session. Okay, in the next video I'll try to give the information about the properties. Okay, before that you should remember what is the definition of rational number, and you are able to give the example for rational number. Every natural number is a rational number, every whole number is a rational number, every integer is a rational number, and every fraction is a rational number. Fraction, every decimal also a rational number. In fractions you have proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions. Okay, so that's why remember, every fraction is a rational number and every decimal is also rational number. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. If so, just like and share the video, and even you can subscribe to my channel to get more updates. Thank you for watching.